Hi everyone, this is Dinah Rose. Welcome to my channel. Guys, I am so sorry. I have been MIA these last few days because I've had a cold and it really wiped me out. But I feel much better now, thank goodness. And now I get to bring y'all this quick video on Love and Marriage Huntsville's Scott 1.0. That's Marsau and Tisha and cousin KeKe. But before I do, guys, please help other people find me. You know how the YouTube algorithm works. I need you to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. Please help me keep this channel growing, and let's jump into it. So if you guys had an opportunity to watch Saturday's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all got to see a bunch of flashbacks of Marsau and Tisha. For those of you who were able to watch the entire episode, you saw flashbacks of Marsau and Tisha. Every scene where Marsau is basically chest poked out, walking and crowing like a rooster, and Tisha playing the part of a hen. That's what we got to see. And I know the episode was supposed to lay the foundation for what's about to go down in these future episodes, right? However, they left one major clip out. It was the clip that had all of us looking at Marsau sideways. That was really the game changer. And I'm about to play it for y'all now.
Even beforehand, even before Martell and I went through what we went through, I've been asked before, what do you think? And I'm like, well, not as I know of. I don't think so. But it was never no, he would never do this, or, you know what I'm saying? But it's not a real statement either.
Well, to be honest,
it's not a real statement.
Well, I made that statement, and I said that I've never experienced that before. I said my husband hasn't done that.
That's fair.
It hasn't happened to me.
I think that's fair. I think we, if you talk about your children, obviously there's people who grow up and turn into right. If you ask their mother, would your child ever be a no, he would never do that. Right. She would never do that. I think when there's an event that is beyond the realm of possibility in your mind, you say never and you mean never, up until your kid goes to somebody. Right.
No longer
I think it's no longer never.
But if you look at that history of that child, if you go back and really look at him and just follow his upbringing, things like him getting in trouble.
I think that no one can act exempt from it happening to them. And that's when I have the problem. Don't think that...
What's your problem with it, specifically?
Specifically? Yeah. Oh, whenever someone's sitting in my face saying, and they know they lying, saying, oh, this has never happened. I've never experienced this. That's when I have a problem. It's no, let's be honest.
Because they're lying to you?
And if they're lying to me and expecting me to be honest with them.
But what if they think what if that thing?
They can't think they're
no,
telling the truth if they're not telling the truth.
Right.
I mean, I don't understand. I don't know, but I'm just saying they can't think they're telling the truth if they know they're not telling the truth. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that makes it difficult. That makes the conversation
And then what you're saying
is
it's very tough to seek help or go to certain people if they're not being truthful. Honest about something.
Well, I have never experienced that before. And I have an auntie...
Experience what?
Cheating. I haven't. With my husband. I have not. I have an auntie. They've been married for 32 years. Her husband's never cheated on her before. I have another auntie. She's been married for over 20 years. Her husband never cheated on her before. I talk to them all the time about marriage and relationship because sometimes it gets hard.
And
sometimes you want
that...
to walk away. But cheating is not an option.
Right.
So, and I didn't get married to my husband thinking that, oh, maybe one day he's going to cheat on me.
Nobody does.
So you guys, that was really the game-changing scene. I'm not sure why they gave us all the other clips, but they really needed to give us this clip because this was the clip where Tisha said, it never happened to me. And both Martell and Melody sat in that scene and they were both a united front in the way they threw subliminals, right? Oh, okay, well, you're not going to sit here and ask me about my business and not be truthful about your own. Also, when Marsau asked Melody, what's your problem with her saying that she's not aware that it hasn't happened to her? Maybe she really believes that. When he said it like that, and I think everybody was watching TV was like, damn, Marsau, I mean, what? Instead of just saying, I've never cheated, and I don't know what you're implying here, but this is not a space for that. you two talk about your business, not about what you think is going on between my wife and I. That would have been the perfect time to interject that or to say that. And he never did. And he never did episode after episode. He would just say, you know what, they're hurting, hurt people try to hurt others. And then when Tisha would try to ask him point blank, he would always say, Tisha, this isn't what you want. Even fourth season, the beginning of that season, when she tried to bring up those comments AC was making, he said, Tisha, this isn't a road you want to go down. And I was like, well, what the hell? What do you mean by that? Marsau has never come out and said any of those things. And he's always tried to give as much leeway to his friendship group, even when they weren't friends. He called the police on Martell after episode or season 1 reunion when they were really throwing things at him. He went home, had a little argument with Martell over the phone, and then called the police, had them sent to their house. So it's like, well, dude, clearly something else is going on. And why you guys have aggression towards KeKe has absolutely everything to do with the fact that she knows the truth. I'm going to say that because it was easy to dismiss Martell and Melody because Kimmy and Maurice legitimized your story to the best that they could. You guys used them to say, no, of course not. No, it never happened. And so it always felt like it was Melody by herself against a whole crew of people who knew all of her business before she knew her business. But it's really interesting how everyone does a 360. Tisha and Marsau, who literally called the police on someone for making what they thought was a threat over the phone. And now Carlos is saying, hey, Tisha shows up to a scene, to a party where all the girls are dressed in dresses and high heels. She comes in gym shoes. Say what now? Gym shoes? Tisha wants people to think she bout it. Then Marsau, who just last season said he would never do business with Martell Hope because he acts like he doesn't know how to conduct himself. I believe that's how he said it. I would never do business with him because he doesn't know how to conduct himself. And yet you allowed yourself to get so riled up by the truth, I'm just going to say that you jumped out of your seat and charged toward a woman who was in her seat and had her husband stand up and say, bring it to me, if that's how you want to do it. That's insane. What do you guys think about that? I mean, honestly, Tisha and Marsau are acting out of pocket this season. It could be this is how they're stepping it up so that they can do their little, carry the show for the next season or the next time around. We'll see. But I don't know. I feel like Melody is still bringing it this season. I love Stormy on the show. And I love KeKe on the show. We need some balance. It can't be all about the damn Scotts. That's how I feel about it. But you guys let me know what y'all think about these clips. Because I really feel like we were robbed on Saturday. Not just of a new episode. We were robbed of like the real deal clip that laid the foundation for Marsau, for all these rumors that's been out there about Marsau. That was the clip, baby. But you guys let me know what y'all think. Let's talk in the comments. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, share it, and I will catch you all on the next one.